I want you to stay at the last three tables, right? So make a commitment to leave the table that you know you're not supposed to be at. Remember, when the pebble hits the pond, you see the splash, but you never see the ripple effect. We want to be that ripple effect for you, right? And when you leave the table, how does the conversation shift? And when you sit at the table, what happens? Do you influence the table, or does the table influence you? Something to think about, right? So change your conversation, change your language, change your life.
Hello, everyone. Alvin Darien here. I spent over 2 decades in the financial industry helping people just like you. As the author of books like Don't Let Adversity Steal Your Legacy and the 8 Financial Breakthroughs, and as the CEO and co-founder of Financial Pro Network, I am proud to present to you the Leadership and Money Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Alvin Darien here, your go-to financial educator. Today, I want to give you a sneak preview of some of the things that we teach in our courses and some of the material that we teach to our team. So today, you're going to get a chance to see how your financial mindset works. And I'm going to break down different conversations that happens at a table. So you're going to tell us what table you want to sit at. So let's jump right into it. As you can see on the screen, how to live your best life while building your legacy for you and generations to come. So that's part of one of our courses right there, right? I'm going to share with you what we're sharing to our students. Now, some of you know me and some of you don't know me. So I just want to let you know a little bit about who I am. Been doing this now 2 decades. 2 decades. Started at 23 years old, fresh out of school as an engineer from Savannah State University. And I decided that engineering wasn't my passion. So I looked at other things and I said, you know what? I want to help people with their money. I want to help people get ahead financially. And I found my passion. You know, love being a financial educator, love speaking on the radio, have 2 books out there. The first book was Don't Let Adversity Steal Your Legacy. And the second book is The 8 Financial Breakthroughs. So make sure you pick those up if you want to get to know me a little bit more. 2-time cancer survivor. That led me to write the first book because I didn't want that adversity to stop the legacy. And just love innovating, love helping the industry as a whole when it comes to education. Here's a sneak preview of our course right here. One of the things we teach is your financial DNA. What is your financial DNA? How did your parents handle money? How did you handle money? How did your grandparents handle money? What was the most income your grandparents ever made? Did they have money? Did you experience a negative childhood when it came to finances? Or did you have a positive childhood? Those are some things to think about, right? But we all have a financial DNA. If I was in a room with 100 people and I said, when you hear the word money, what comes to mind? And write it on the paper, but don't let anyone see it. So you don't put your name on it. Everybody writes the first thing that comes to their mind, fold it up and send it to the front of the room. I'll have 100 different answers. Maybe 1 or 2 will be the same because we all see money differently. Money can bring emotions. The great thing about coaching someone with their money, I'm not bringing my emotions to your money. I'm bringing logic to help you with your money. But let's discover your financial DNA. There's different stages and there's different tables of conversation. So the first level some people go through is poor, right? They say, you know what? We're having poor conversations. They're sitting at the poor table. They have poor intentions. And it's different conversation, a different mindset. And so you go from poor to broke. Congratulations, you graduated to broke. Guess what? There is a difference. Poor is a mindset, broke is temporary, right? So many people go to the broke table and they talk about their lifestyle, they talk about their life on how broke things are. And some people say, you know what? I'm not going to sit at the broke table anymore. I'm leaving the broke table and I'm going to go to the almost making it table. The conversations are different. We almost made it this month, right? We were a little short, but we almost made it to make ends meet. Then some of you like, you know what, Alvin, can I go to the next table? Yes, you can, Well, what is the next table? The next table is just getting by table. So the conversations is about, and I paid that light bill on time, or I paid that gas bill on time. Like, wow, congratulations. You're just getting by. You may have a little bit of money at the end of the month to go to Golden Corral or something. I don't know, but guess what? You're just getting by. No knock to Golden Corral. But here we go. You're ready for the next table? You're getting by now. You have an extra $100, extra $200 left over. You know, you're feeling good. Bills are paid. There's no worry in the house because you're getting by. That's the conversations you're having. That's the relationships you're building. And you have getting by connections. What's the next table? Well, I'm glad you asked me. Come on over. You're going to sit at the saving and giving table. Now you're thinking about saving money. You're thinking about giving money. If you have a poor mindset, you're not thinking about giving money, right? And think about it. You want to continue to graduate these tables so that you can have different conversations. Because at the end of the day, all we have is conversations and relationships. That's it. But you're going to talk about certain things, and money is going to be one of them. Now you're at the investing table. You're talking about investments. You're talking about strategies. You're talking about index. You're talking about the market. It's different conversation, right? Right? Different kind of food at the table, different kind of wine at the table, because you elevated your game. You got to continue to elevate. Now you're at the net worth table. You're talking about net worth and building your net worth. You know, I was at a table one time and the guys were talking. I was like the youngest at the table. He's like, hey, did you double last year? I'm like, huh, what are you talking about? Did you get a double on your business? Did you get a double on your money? We got 2 doubles. It helped us grow our net worth. I'm like, whoa, this is a different conversation than trying to figure out who's going to pay for pizza, right? Different conversations, different relationships. Now you're at the legacy and inheritance table. They only talk about legacy and inheritance. They're past net worth. They're past all the other ones. You got to continue to elevate your conversation. And then you talk about profit margins, right? Profit margins of your company and profit margins of the growth of the company. And hey, man, we made a XYZ profit on this and we sold this big hotel or real estate. And now you got profit margins. I want you to stay at the last 3 tables, right? So make a commitment to leave the table that you know you're not supposed to be at. Remember, when the pebble hits the pond, you see the splash, but you never see the ripple effect. We want to be that ripple effect for you, right? And when you leave the table, how does the conversation shift? And when you sit at the table, what happens? Do you influence the table or does the table influence you? Something to think about, right? So change your conversation, change your language, change your life. Language will locate you. I can have a 5-minute conversation with you and I'll know just like this what table you're sitting at. A few questions, I'll know. So we're going to teach that. So what is your financial DNA? Where did you learn money? How are you learning money? What courses are you taking? Who is part of your team, your success team, right? Now, let me share this with you too. There's something called the 40-40-40. 40. Are you part of that club? Let's see. The 40-40-40 club. Here it is. You work 40 hours per week on the job you don't like. You work there 40 years and they give you a Timex watch that don't even work. And they give you a dinner at Shoney's and say, congratulations of service. And then you have the 40% of your income. You can't even live off 100% of your income. How are you going to live off 40% of your income? In the last 40, your money must last 40 years. What is your plan? Do you have a plan? Do you have a team? You know, most people say, are you a financial advisor? I'm like, no. Let me ask you this. Do you want financial wisdom or do you want financial advice? People can give you bad advice, but I never heard anyone say he gave me some bad wisdom. I have a team of financial professionals, and on that team, we have some financial advisors, but we only bring them in as needed. You need a financial coach so you can get financial education. Keep in mind, everyone, I've been in the industry 20 years. Yes, I came in and got all the security license and all that stuff in the beginning. Then I realized, I'm like, we're trying to help people invest money and they don't even have education. So I said, I'm going into financial education because there's a bigger need, because I got to help you transform your income so that you can have a better lifestyle today and tomorrow. My goal is to transform your income, right? I love grits and eggs, but I can tell you this. I can't transform. Once grits and eggs was transformed to grits and eggs, I can't take the grits and make it back to corn, and I can't take the eggs and put it back in the shell as the original egg. No, it was transformed. It will never go back to its original state. So I'm here to tell you, I want to help transform your mindset so it can never go back to its original state. You know, I'm getting hungry now. Maybe I'll find some grits, eggs, and shrimp somewhere. But hey, let's talk about your goals, right? Legacy. Are you talking about legacy? Does your conversation is wrapped around legacy? What about your family? Who's going to take care of your loved ones if chronic illness or critical illness or heart attack or stroke or any other type of illness people get when they get older? Who's going to take care of the family? It normally falls on the oldest daughter, normally. So you got to have a plan in place. Are you willing to stop your goals and dreams to take care of family? You say yes, but guess what? Most people won't. And what about your lifestyle? If you have more money in your bank account, can you and will you provide more lifestyle? What is it you want? A bigger house, bigger car, more clothes, eat at better restaurants? Guess what? At the end of the day, your bank account is a reflection of your lifestyle. And what about future income? Please don't get earned income confused with future income. Don't do it. Because your future income is different than your earned income. I'm just saying. But let me leave you with this quote, and hopefully it'll resonate with you like it resonates with me. The pain of remaining the same is greater than the pain of change. It is time for you to change tables. If you don't change the table, there will be some severe pain later on, but temporarily there'll be some pain, but you'll get over it. But guess what? You're going to be glad you changed, because I want to help you transform. I want you to look like your legacy and not your adversity. I want you to walk in faith and walk into your future. I want you to walk in there with your shoulders up, with the right education, the right coach, the right team, the right resources, and most importantly, the right you. So if you're ready to change, if you're ready to get more information and you want to sit with one of our financial professionals, go ahead and click right there below, and we're going to schedule a discovery call with you. We want to discover, hey, is this a fit for us? Or are we a fit for you? Do you need help with your finances? We can help you with that. Or on the other side, our company is expanding right now, so we're looking for new financial educators. So we will see which one's a fit for you. But I can tell you this, we will help you change that table. So click below, schedule your time. It's a 20-minute call. Guess what? You're one phone call away from changing your whole life. You're one conversation away from transforming your life. And you're just one connection or one introduction away for changing the trajectory of your legacy. Okay, everyone, I'll see you at the top, because the bottom, too crowded with excuses. Take care, and God bless everyone.
Thank you for your time today. Have a productive day and not a busy day. To all the world champions and first-generation millionaires, I will see you at the top, because the bottom is too crowded with excuses. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Take care, and God bless everyone.